Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'll tell you all the words, where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton. I'm Ed Everette, the co-host. The music that you're in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton, Where I Am Now. Where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, WMVA 88.9 FM studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live, hear us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to www.WPCE 1350 AM or WMVA AM 1350 1400 and click. Go to church webcast, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
That's right. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3, WPCE 1400, WMVA 88.9. Good morning to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we promise we'll shout you out.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go over to Crystal Records 1 on YouTube, CRISTO Records 1, or at FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hnton. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we promise on this beautiful, beautiful day, we'll shout you out.
Shout out.
All right, it's Hump Day Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. You all should be up and popping. This is also FYI's Wednesday segment. What's under the hat? Issues concerning men. But I tell you what, we're going to do a little something different, and we're going to bring some of what happened on yesterday evening. The polls closed. I hope you all voted, but I tell you what it yielded. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I want to first of all thank all those wonderful people out there that sent me well wishes, gifts, and all that kind of stuff, celebrating a girl's birthday, beautiful birthday. I'm still celebrating and so excited and happy. Thank you all so much for the well wishes. All you November folk, it's a whole lot of November people. My sister's birthday is coming out. I want to wish her a happy birthday. My uncle just had a birthday. My dad had a birthday. It's just so many folk in this season celebrating life and celebrating another day. It is just marvelous, just to be here in the land of the living. There's so many people that didn't make it on yesterday. Some people that are not here, that was here yesterday, not here today, but God gives us every day, and he gives us each day to do better. He only gives us a span of time to do what we need to do, and then when that time is over, he says, come on, it's time for you to go. So all that you haven't done, hey, you ain't gonna get to do once he tells you to come on up to, wherever you go, glory. We'll say that. So, Mr. E, boy, talking about a race, talking about what's going on, not only in Virginia, but Florida, Pennsylvania. There were so many things that I was excited about. First of all, we had our gubernatorial race here in Virginia. And we had two ladies, and we talked about these ladies on Friday. Two women that actually ran this race, and I think you mentioned it was an independent. I'm not quite sure, but we had uh, uh, our wonderful winner, Miss Abigail, and then we had Miss Sears, who also ran with her, and Abigail Spielberg. What did you think about the race, Mr. E, and the fact that two women, first of all,
I want to say
ran in this race?
I want to say thank you all so very, very much for making it your business go down to the polls. What a great turnout they
Wow.
had down at the polls. So we want to thank you so much for those who went out there to vote for this gubernatorial race, Miss Winston Sears, and also Delegate Abigail Spanberg.
Spielberg. Yes.
What a great race there was. They tell me that Miss Sears won the race by 6,000.
Miss Sears.
Miss Spanberg,
Spielberg. Yes.
Abigail.
Yes.
That's what Sears called her, Abigail.
Yes.
Abigail.
Yes. Oh,
Abigail.
don't say it.
Abigail.
Don't say it.
Abigail. That Abigail won the race by 6,000, and well, it was 6,709 write-ins, but there's only 2% write-in there. But she won the race with
Ooh.
1,923 by 52%.
Wow.
And only thing Sears had 47% of point that she had. So and 2% came in for some write-in. So we're saying congratulations to Abigail.
Miss
Abigail,
Abigail's.
what a great job that you've done.
Yeah, now before you go past to some other numbers and stuff like that, on social media today, people are rah-rah, of course. The Democrats did very well in Virginia, and but there are some things that folk were really happy that it was over with. And one thing was the shade with these ads. They felt like, thank you, that it's finally, we don't want to have to hear all the shade and all the mud that people sling during uh, these races. Now, I did hear one person mention that they were tired of hearing the same saying, that same quote that you said. What do you say, Abigail?
Abigail.
That was a big thing that people just got tired of. Then a lot of people got tired of I'm speaking. They and then I mean the mud, certain things that was said, certain things that they were doing. I'm gonna tell you one that I personally did not like, and that was one that when the election that Jay Jones, the race that he ran, there was an ad, and it was against him, but it had all these men around, one
The
guy that was
sheriffs.
speaking, the sheriff, and it just didn't feel right, didn't look right. I didn't like it. It was something about it. It reminded me. It just gave me a flashback of I can't say what I want to say, but I'm just saying that to me was a ad, Miss Lee, that I really, really did not like the way they portrayed it. And so a lot of people on social media now are saying, look, glad that ads are over with. Glad they're not slinging mud no more. It just it gets ridiculous. What do you think about ads in general? I mean, I did see one yesterday that was in pretty good taste, but across the board, it's a lot of mudslinging, if you ask me.
Well, when you begin to look at the ads and the campaign that they're running, the Democrats and the Republicans always like to sling dirt. They always like to
Mhm.
put something on somebody and that's the way the world is. The world always want to sling mud when it comes to competitiveness. They don't want to find anything good about what they're saying. They always want to find out your history, your past. When they begin to sling mud with Jay Jones, they begin to to look at his text messages and what he was saying on his, what he didn't like, what he would do, and I didn't like that because
Right.
I know Jones has some children, and any two times someone says something against some children, that he has a mindset to think about his own children before he think about somebody, what he would like to do to somebody else. Now when it came to Miss Sears, I think she could have been more presentable in the way that she carried herself and
Well,
how
she said she wasn't a polished, candidate. So people are saying that about her, Miss E.
well, she fit the picture of the president standing
Oh
there with a
Lord,
with
Jesus.
a M16 rifle hung on a. Well, she's saying I can do whatever I want to do. My thing was why they didn't lock her up with the M16 rifle that she had, and but this was just gunslinger. This is just the fight that's trying to get
Politics,
that. Yeah, that's
politics.
all politics. But here's the thing that I like so much, Miss Hinton, is when I saw the lieutenant governor race, the
Oh
lieutenant
wow.
governor race, where they had
Yes.
the first Muslim woman
Yes.
to run in the race, and
Absolutely.
she's 61 years old. She beat the Republican John Reed, a conservative talk show host who trailed her in the polls. Fundraisers throughout the campaign for a part-time lieutenant governor role. Well, she won. She won and
Yes.
had 184,000 votes,
Mm, 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 mm.
55% in the polls, and John Reed had only 44% and three write-ins. Then we went down to the Attorney General race, and we saw Democrat Jay Jones, a
Yeah.
former state delegate, and Republican Jason Meyer, the incumbent Attorney General, pitched stark, diverse advice for the role, but much of the national attention on the race focused instead on leakage. 2022 text messages in which Jones mused about shooting a former GOP speaker of the House delegate in the head. So they threw
Who, Mr.
that.
E, who leaked that?
Well, somebody leaked that dirt. That's dirt.
How did they get that?
Myers, investigate. You go into your closet. They go behind closed doors. They try to find out what's going on
What
with
people?
you,
Uh huh.
and so he apologized. He
And he
apologized,
should have.
and he
Yes.
resisted the call to drop out. He wouldn't drop out the race,
Yeah.
which a lot of them wanted him to do. And what gets me so much, they always said that he's not tough enough.
Yeah.
That
That's a dog whistle.
these candidates are not tough enough. They always want you to be tough. Tough.
Mm-hmm.
See, now this is what this toughness has gotten American people in a lot of trouble. When you started looking at from the head on down, the toughness and didn't care has put American people on the shutdown. They shut you down because of your toughness, because of the way you treated the people. I never seen so much like the way that they doing with you want to be a Billy Bad, and you want to do what you want to do. So, sometimes you got to have kindness on people and you do everything that you can possibly do. But when you started looking at the president of the United States, as rest of them, I am so glad that the Democrats came through on yesterday.
I wanted to rewind and talk about Miss what's his name? Miss Sears, right? Uh, they said that they felt like she lost Mr. E because she was representing Trump, that she would not kind of get away from him and what he stood for. People are turned off by the president of the United States. A lot of people now, even some of his followers. And so if you look at social media and what's on the street, what people are saying, um, they're saying that he caused her to lose because she, like you said, stood right there with him. And right now, he is not popular with most people. And so maybe maybe she would have had a better chance if she just stuck with the issues and things like that. We did the two ladies on Friday and what they stood for and their parties. And they could have ran on, either one of them could have just ran on the issues and things like that. But she did run on, uh, being a fan of Trump, being, with his policies and everything that he was doing, she was for it. And hey, some people think it cost her the race.
Well, when I look at that, I'm waiting for his rebuttal. I'm waiting for his results of what he's going to say about this race.
He's on online now, cutting up.
He's going to put it on something else, and that the Democrats and that he's going to put a fault out there that somebody should have did something totally different. The telephone lines are available if you want to put your 2 cents in. Give us a call at 757-624-9475. What do you think? What do you think about this election? And congratulations to everybody else that ran. I just hope that a lot of people will get out there and got their rights restored unto them during this time of voting. Because there was opportunities for those who wanted their rights to be restored, so they can be able to vote. I hope that a lot of people would have taken advantage of. And I hope that a lot of people don't have that attitude. Well, they're gonna put whoever they want to put in the house. I hope that you got out of that and begin to study the campaigns, the runners who was in place to run.
Well, the numbers were definitely good. People came out, in not just Virginia, but Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And it was just a good time for voters to, show themselves and speak up and speak out. And I really feel like this is a foretaste of what's going to happen in the midterms. I feel like it's going to be like you say, pandemonium. People are going to come out because they want to see change. People are suffering. People are feeling some kind of way. This administration is really showing itself, and it's getting negative reviews because not only is it's touching everybody in a sense with the tariffs, it's touching people with ICE and deportation and the economy and things like that. And so people are like saying, wait a minute, we didn't sign up for this. This is totally different than what was told to us. And you know what politicians, I have to say about you politicians out there, politicians do have a habit sometimes of, saying what they can do and what they can't do and what was going to happen. And people hang on to those promises, Mr. E. They sit back and they say, oh, they're going to fix this and they're going to fix that. And honey, when they get in, some of them can't fix nothing.
That's right. And that's what happened to a lot of them. All these promises that they were going to do. And that's why it pays close attention to look at the ballots. That's why it pays close attention to listen to what these politicians are saying and what they can do and what they cannot do. That's why when you picking folks to represent your ward or your district, you got to pick the right person so that they can go and talk for you. They can go and tell everybody what's going on, what it be like, and what's happening in our community. There's a lot of candidates should come back this way and let the community know, different wards know what they plan on doing in government. So that can bring a lot of the people, give them understanding of what's going on. They're going to do something down there in Virginia Beach that they was voting for. That's only in Virginia Beach. What is they getting ready to do down there?
The referendum, the 10-1.
Right. Instead of them voting for like everybody A and A, they're going to have 10 of this and 10 of that, so they can determine who's voting for. So they're voting for that to go in. So that won in the electric.
in the voting.
Okay.
Also want to congratulate also Miss Morales.
Yes.
Stephanie Morales, congratulations. What a wonderful job you gonna do, have been doing for the last few many years.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all that you've done.
Another friend, Michael Moore, sheriff over in Portsmouth. Congratulations. I knew his family and Michael. So this is not his first time at the rodeo either. He won his race, and we just want to congratulate all our folk in Virginia. You know, they said that Virginia turned things blue. But then I heard one man on TV on last night talking about, well, you know, it was blue anyway. You really didn't do any turning. But it is, you know, a message sending out to those that want change. And a lot of people want change. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. You know, the Democrat may want to be in, you know, in Congress as head and have all the numbers, or in this, you know, the legislative uh, Congress, but you know they're not. They don't. They're not head. The Republicans are ahead, but when people see change, Mr. E, they feel hope, even if they're Republicans. A lot of people voted for Miss Abigail Spielberg. That's why she's here, because the people came out, Republicans, and I know some Republicans that voted for her. They wanted something different than Trump, which this other young lady was running on.
You know, and they're realizing, folks are realizing there's a lot of things that are on the market in this day and time that need to be changed. You got the SNAP program going on
Oh
right
my
now,
goodness.
and folks, I've never seen so many folks going through in this season
Yes.
where they have to rely on them. You know, when you look at the air traffic controllers and those who working in those
Yes.
places where they've been shut down. They're being shut down. The military. How in the world do you expect military people to take care of their families when they have no do re mi, no fa sol la? They cannot go and buy these nice homes or living and a comfortable living and say that I'm in the military, and they don't get paid. Who's going to take care of them? Who's going to give them? But when I look at the SNAP program, I see so many, and they always
Yes.
like to put it in a color. It's
Oh my
not. It's
goodness.
not just
Yes.
the African American people that using the SNAP program. It's a lot of other
That's
folks
right.
who really need this SNAP program. They really need somebody to help feed. Folks are saying
Absolutely.
in the news they don't even know, they never had to rely on. But when they look around,
Well, you know what, Mr. E, I want to say this, and this is what I hear on the street as well. A lot of people say, okay, and I just heard this yesterday. Uh, we we thought that it making America great again was making it white again, and but so many Caucasian people are saying, wait a minute, if you saying that you making it that again and it's affecting us, wait a minute, this it's not supposed to affect it. I'm hearing people on the street talking like that. It's not supposed to affect us. Only people of color. We thought that this is what it meant by voting in this party that's in leadership now. This is what's on the street,
the good
y'all.
old boys.
Yeah, and so this is the thing. If you thought that, then something was wrong with you. No, those decisions that are made are going to affect everybody. You're talking about SNAP. You're talking about health. You're talking about economy. You said the air traffic patrol. Who you think is going? All this stuff is going to affect everybody. Don't be so naive, thinking that you can just isolate people of color and say, okay, it's gonna be on y'all, y'all gonna suffer, y'all gonna be miserable. No, If one suffer, we all gonna suffer. Why? Because people are making decisions that will affect folk. I don't care what color they are, and they don't care. They ain't worried about you.
You know, when I begin to look at the strategy that they were using in these campaigns, this election, I see that Miss Sears went the same route as Trump
That's what
did
that's what I
down
was
in the
saying.
country,
Yeah.
down in the bayous.
That's right.
Went down to them folk, and like I know, them folk down in the bayou don't want no African American person, and they set Sears up to be the great. Because I
Well,
seen her
they
over
said
in Africa.
that Trump would not support her.
She ain't gonna support. He won't. He won't gonna support her because guess what?
What?
She's an African American.
Oh, right now. But anyway, this is what we hear. This is the word on the street. This is on social media. People talking about, the fact that you think, people think that one group is going to suffer, make it great again. People feel like it's saying make it white again, make it Caucasian again, or whatever. But what it boils down to, and this is what people are saying on the street as well, make it rich again, or make us richer again, and forget about the middle class and the poor folk. And maybe if you look at it, Mr. E, it seems like it is coming down to that because you've taken away a whole lot of things, a whole lot of programs, a lot of opportunity right from other folks. The federal government is just slashing and I mean cutting and stabbing, and these people don't know what to do.
I'm trying to figure out what does the border has to do with a lot of programs that monies that they taken away. You still got to capture those folk. You still got to take care of those folk while long as they in your custody. You can send them on the streets to Chicago, where anywhere you want to see them, but you still, before you can send them back over to their across the border, you gonna have to keep them behind, locked up, and for a long time, and take care of them while they're there. It's only just a trick, and you know that when you started looking at this election, these campaigns, them good old boys, they just want for a little while to have power.
But Mr. E, if the government it has to slash and all that stuff, just tell the people, look, the government ain't got no money. So all of these codependent.
Simple as that.
But codependent and programs are one thing, but these hardworking folk that's been working and all of a sudden the job has slipped from under them, that's another thing. I mean, the balance doesn't seem to be there, but we're going to talk about that more, Mr. E. It just seemed like, hey, we still have hope that these leaders going to lead and do right. That's one of our main concerns is that, hey, we can get good leaders in here. And hopefully with this race, we did.
One thing Abigail said that was so great that I heard after she won, that the women has the rights, their right to take care of their own body, their rights to stand up again. So I want to say congratulations because I think that all men and women should be the captain of their own body. They should have the rights to do whatever they wants to do and not have it being controlled by somebody else.
Ooh, but anyway, look, join us on Friday. We're going to be talking about some other things. We got some great upcoming shows. We'll share it with you in a minute. But be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful hump day.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda and Lady Hnton. I'm Ed Everett. And don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WPCE 1400, WGPL 1350 Peace 95.3 on all social media platforms from 9:30 to 10. If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor, intern, give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Don't forget, coming up on the 12th, we got Miss Tracy Lorraine will be our special guest. She got a great program coming up at the casino over in Portsmouth on the 8th, 9th, and 10th called Awaken the King. Have a wonderful, wonderful day now. Bye now.
I grew up making
All right. There's some happy people in Virginia. I tell you what, congratulations to all those who ran, all those who won. I tell you what, we got some stuff coming up, issues that people are still trying to figure out and fight for. The midterms are coming up, and I encourage you all to make sure you get out there. If you want to see change the way you want to see change, you need to get out there and vote. So look, upcoming shows, y'all. Mr. E just mentioned one. Also, Earl Bynum, we're going to have a date for him, up close and personal. He has a new book out. Looking forward to hearing from him. Around the town, hot topics, Yolanda Hnton, real estate, Chris Hnton, men's issues, ladies' issues. And we also want you to follow us on social media. We need the numbers. You can be a special guest, sponsor, intern with FYI as well. Mr. E has the tea.
If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. That's FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. Give us a shout out. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day now, okay?
Yes, and all you all that are on, Sheila Robbins, everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support. We're going to see you back here on Friday. Be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Bye now.